Charles refusing to do this for Camilla? What can it possibly be? Hi, good morning, Neil Short here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you today. Hope you're all keeping well, and as ever, fine and dandy. Welcome on all brand new subscribers. Also, thank you to your very kind comments about my piece on the Fox News website, all about Tom Cruise's 60th birthday and the behind the scenes of course, that spectacular event, a gallop through history, of which Tom was one of the MCs. What a spectacular job to get, you know. I did think, I mean, he's a lovely man, Tom, you know, truly, but even he couldn't believe that he got so close to our British monarchy and to be sat facing the Queen as he introduced some segments of the show. Go and read it if you get the opportunity. It is a fascinating insight into how even major Hollywood stars can be brought to a thumble by our wonderful monarch. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. This particular story is really heartwarming in many respects because, as we now know, and I often say this, it's quite difficult for you girls because Camilla has reached the wonderful age, the youthful age of 75 years old. People are unkind, by the way, you know, they're saying, oh, she looks dreadful, that sort of stuff. I think she looks marvellous. For anybody to get to 75 and of course go through the battles that they have in life, then you have to be saluted. Also, can we just say what wonderful pictures that Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, took of Camilla for the special anniversary magazine Country Life, of which she guest edited, and according to the editor was very much hands-on. This is all par in part really also for an ITV documentary which pops up this week, this Wednesday evening, across our wonderful nation, and it really gives an insight into Camilla and what she was like and the little cheeky things that she gets up to. As we know, one of her favourite meals, and I love her for this, is a very basic beans on toast. As she said to me, you can't really go wrong with that, can you? And I thought, well, given the fact that your son Tom Parker Bowles is a food sort of foodie, as it were, well then yes, you know, you could possibly go wrong with it, but you didn't, so that's marvellous really. I do like Camilla, as I say, she's got an infectious sense of humour. However, making the documentary, they hit upon a bit of a snag because at one point they wanted obviously Prince Charles to come on board and get very much involved, and while he does feature all too briefly, he basically turned it down and said he refused to do it. But what was the real reason as to why Charles wanted not to appear in this documentary for Camilla? Well, again, actually, it just proves what a kind and caring man he truly is, because he wanted the focus to be on her, you know, for her to shine, her have a moment, simply because, you know, she gets a lot of backlash still to this day. And what he really wanted to get over there was the wonderful person that he loves and married, of course. And let's not forget, earlier this year in February, our wonderful monarch of 70 years decreed that now she would like, in the fullness of time, for Camilla to be known as Queen Consort. So all of this, the guest editing of the magazine, the forthcoming documentary, and the very quiet celebrations of her 75th birthday are, of course, to alert the wonderful people of our great country and the Commonwealth that this will be the future of the monarchy. But I do kind of think that Prince Charles, whatever people say about him, he's a very kind and gracious man, very much like his mum, because he could have easily stepped in and made it go bigger for the particular production company. But he wanted her to have her moment. And really, in an age of when some people say chivalry is dead, isn't it nice that there are still some gentlemen out there that uphold these wonderful standards? As I say, it's on ITV at 9 p.m. this Wednesday. No doubt, check out the online sites for clips and all sorts of stuff. And wherever you are in your part of the world, I'm sure ITV will be selling it somewhere. Neil Short in the very heart of London.